What is up? Gear Squad, Chaingear here, bringing you another video. Today, I'm in a nice hotel because we're in California.
Oh yeah,
if you don't know who this is Ballistic Phoenix, my best friend, Dave. You probably don't actually know who he is because he works, he's in school, it's been a while, but hopefully you'll be around a lot more. And you'll be around for the next like 2 or 3 or 4 videos because we're doing kind of like a vlog of why we're here in California. We were in LA and now we're in Anaheim, and we're here for the Game Awards, which just happened last night, and we're now here for PlayStation Experience, PSX. We have early bird tickets, so there's like this special thing happening today on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, it's just all PSX. Super excited. But today we wanted to talk about the kind of the most interesting things we saw at the Game Awards. I was actually there in person. Dave was flying in, and we watched the trailers and things like that. There was a lot.
Stuff.
Yeah, very, very exciting. There's 10 things that we want to talk about. There are a lot more than that. Maybe not a lot more. Maybe like 15-ish or so. We're not actually going to talk about the Game Awards themselves. We'll talk about that when we get back. There's a lot to kind of talk about with the Game Awards, like who won, what my Game of the Awards would be, you know, for like 2017 for me personally, things like that. So we just kind of wanted to talk about, we have like notes. We just wanted to talk about kind of what games we thought were most interesting. So we'll start off with this first one, which I can tell you from being in the crowd, it was incredible. It literally was just like, I don't have to go into like how it happened, but basically this trailer started, and right before the trailer, this guy was like, "Does your soul still burn?" And it was Soul Calibur 6, and oh man, I love Soul Calibur.
Oh yeah, probably hands down my favorite fighter.
Yeah, I think I love Tekken, and I didn't get Tekken 7 this year, and I really liked Marvel vs. Capcom, but this Marvel vs. Capcom was jank and like wasn't very good, so I was like, forget it. And I do like really fast-paced fighting games as well, but Soul Calibur is this like gorgeous, methodic, and it's the only like weapons-based fighter out there.
Because you have Tekken, it's just combat, hand-to-hand combat, you know. And where Marvel vs. Capcom, depending on the character you play as, but like this is...
I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom is a completely different, very fast-paced, combo-driven game, and I think like Soul Calibur, I remember when I got good, some guy like taught me...
You were telling me, he was like, it's like rock, paper, scissors. High, low, follow through the combo.
Oh my god, it was great. This guy just was explaining it to me. I was getting wrecked in online, like competitive, back in Soul Calibur 5, and this guy told me how to play, and then like I picked it up, and I just loved it ever since. So Soul Calibur looks incredible.
Oh, fantastic!
Very excited for that. The trailer was just Cassandra,
Sophia, and,
and
Mitsurugi,
who's young,
my boy,
which is very weird because the last Soul Calibur everyone was old and they had their kids in it, so
which were the main
characters.
So it's like okay,
so that'll be interesting. One that I'm really excited about that you're not excited about, but you don't have a Switch, and it's Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3 were all announced for the Switch. I'm looking over there because my Switch is right there. Bayonetta 1 was one of my first, like, really, when I realized Platinum Games was incredible. Like, Platinum Games, the developer of Vanquish, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, Nier Automata, which is incredible game. But yeah, I love Bayonetta. I love Bayonetta. And so Bayonetta 2 I never got to play because it was on the Wii U, which is a trash system, no offense. And so I was pumped to see it come to the Wii. And then Reggie, during the Game Awards, was like, "You think I'd come here for just that announcement?" And then they teased Bayonetta 3. So we don't have any gameplay or anything like that yet. It's being made exclusively for the Switch, which I don't love just because I like PlayStation, I like my trophies. And it also means it's not going to be in gorgeous 4K HDR or anything like that. It's literally just going to be for the Switch, which is fine. But I'm excited nonetheless for Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3. I will actually probably replay them all. So that'll be
and then cool. I'll come over and play them because I can't.
For sure, of course. You can talk about this next one though. I've only played these games. I played them on PS3. And I have them for PS4. That's this game.
Oh my god!
Don't touch me. But I know you've played these games and you're really excited for this one.
Yeah. All right. So Metro Exodus looks fantastic. So big fan. I actually didn't start playing until you were like, "Hey, there's a free game on PlayStation 3.
Yeah,
you should download it."
And you started playing it. You started playing mine.
Yeah, I started playing on your console, and I got really far, and I'm like, "I need this." So you were still in Indiana, so I went home and got it. And like no lie, like after like 20 minutes into the game, I could not stop speaking with like a Russian accent. Even like we jump into a party, but I mean the game's fantastic, post-apocalyptic world. Not really sure what called. There was some event that was somewhat like a nuclear waste kind of scenario.
The apocalypse happened.
Yeah.
Doomsday, I should say. Not
right. And so it's in Russia, and it's believed that most of humanity is completely wiped out, and people are surviving in these metros, these underground train stations that were sealed off enough to survive nuclear fallout. And then there are these weird, bizarre creatures that exist, and these entities that are just called the Dark Ones that you're not so sure what they are. When I first started playing, I'm like, are these like leftovers of humanity? Is this what happens to a person's soul when it's corrupt and like they die from like nuclear poisoning or something? Interesting. And so the trailer kind of it gives you a nice little taste, like a refresher. You hear the voice of Achom's fiance.
It's the same character.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And because I noticed something like that looks like the suit he wears. And then I heard her voice, and she's speaking to him. I'm like, oh, sweet, it's still him. Oh, cool. Maybe. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty.
I think one of the good things about this game is if you don't know anything about it, that's okay, because Metro 1 and 2, they have like full titles, but Metro 1 and 2 are on PlayStation 4. They're on PC. They're on PlayStation 3. Right. They're on Xbox, and they're insanely cheap.
So you all can the time. And there was a bundle for the first two.
Yeah. So and there's only two. So like if you want to grab those, play those through. I know I plan on doing that after I beat Wolfenstein and a couple other games. But that like I'm pumped for this game.
Yeah, because don't want to tease or don't
want to spoil too much.
But that ending, I was like, oh shoot, like hold on now, right? Like exploration time.
It looks really good. So another game that I want to talk about, and it's kind of in the same vein of like a shooter that has like a lot of story elements. It looks like to it is Witchfire. This was another one where they kind of like snuck it in there, because what they did was they were like, okay, like here's the game, and it's just this like exploration. You're like exploring, like no guns, your hands aren't there or anything. It's just like a first person. You're just walking through, and it's like from the creators of What Remains of Edith Finch, which is a story-based narrative game, very like deep and insightful. And so like you're walking around this gorgeous landscape. You're like, wow, this is really pretty. Like I wonder what this is going to be about. And you see this like creature like laying down, and like it starts pulsating, and then all of a sudden the guy flips up a gun, and then it's like, and from the creators of Bulletstorm and Serious Sam.
Like, what?
And then all of a sudden it turns into this like crazy shooting. Like it looks incredible. Yeah. Like the graphics look incredible, and the movement system looks great.
Yeah. When he was dodging.
Yeah. So what I always get, like shooters are always just the same. It's just a lot of same feeling, like. I don't know. You just get guns and you just shoot and stuff. And
or when there's something new, it's kind of clunky. So like,
it doesn't play very well. No, I love Bulletstorm.
Yeah, Bulletstorm is.
If you guys haven't played Bulletstorm, highly recommend it. It's on PlayStation 4. It's an incredible game, and I think this game you can see that team's inspiration of like Serious Sam, Bulletstorm specifically, and the movement and stuff like that. Right. Basically, you can like dodge, like because you're not fighting people that are with guns. You're fighting like skeletons with bows and arrows and like swords and stuff like that. So the idea is you can dodge in and out, but you have guns, and it looks really, really good. We don't know anything about it.
Yeah. And they hinted at maybe some spells. So
yeah, they did. Good point. Yeah. It looks great. Yeah, I love stuff like this where like they're really taking you out and taking you far away from like these kind of generic ideas that we're used to of like Call of Duty and things like that. So I think Witchfire looks great. Here's another one I'm really excited about. I think both of us are really excited for it.
Yeah.
People have mixed feelings about this game because it's by the creators of Payday and Payday 2, and it's GTFO. Get the freak out. And it looks like it's the Payday 2 systems on top of this horror shooter game,
but good looking horror shooter.
Oh yeah, it looks incredible. It kind of looked like a Left 4 Dead or like World War Z, which is another thing that they actually announced. Another game they announced, like a zombie shooter. But
I was getting the feel of like some of the later Alien games too, like very dark, like beautiful environment hidden by dim lighting and shadows. Very jumpy.
Yeah. Resident Evil 7, I think there were like the horror elements of that. It's just very dark and like you don't know what's happening and you see something. It looked really intense. I'm hoping the game is good. These announcements are what we're excited about. We don't know about the actual game. We did see gameplay though, and the gameplay looked great.
Right.
I
love the voice actor.
Oh yeah. I don't know what that was. I don't know who he's supposed to be.
I hope he's like a main character,
playable character or something. And one thing that I do want to mention is that game will actually be, I believe, in some sort of early access this year. Probably not on console, I'm assuming. Probably on PC because those guys are PC developers mostly. But GTFO, really exciting. This next one I know you're really excited about. I know a lot of people are excited about.
Right.
But we don't really know that much about it, so I'll just let you kind of talk about it.
So, any of you who know me know I'm a big Dark Souls fan.
Yeah.
And so after Dark Souls 2 dropped and it was getting, not stagnant, but the game was kind of old and I replayed it like 4 times, I played Bloodborne. I got access to the alpha and then the beta, and like, fun game. Then the game came out and then I played it, and beautiful, fantastic storyline, very interesting lore. If you haven't played it and you like challenging games, I would go play it, even if it's just to experience the lore.
A lot of people say that this is still one of the best exclusives for PlayStation 4. Which is funny. It's like it's not a launch title, but it was close to launch, and it's still people still say it's one of the best exclusive titles.
God, it's beautiful. And so unlike Dark Souls, it's not centered completely around like the pit, like. Everyone who knows Dark Souls.
Let's not dive too much into I almost said Battleborn. Bloodborne, because we don't actually know if it's Bloodborne.
30-second trailer, just with something that looked Bloodborne-ish.
Yeah.
But the second you see it, especially from who created it, you're like, oh, this could, everyone's like, this could be a sequel to Bloodborne. And when Bloodborne came out and then Dark Souls 3 dropped, people were like, no, this is the last Dark Souls game, so they're not going to do another Bloodborne. And I'm like, no, I want another Bloodborne. So I'm excited about this because I'm going to put my hope into it being a sequel.
I mean, it looks gorgeous. This tiny little bone with like a thing. I don't know.
Bloodborne's centered around like trick weapons and traps, so like it looks like it could be a snare trap or something.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping.
I don't know, it looked nuts, and I don't know. It definitely. What was the motto? It was like sinners die twice or something like that.
Shadows die twice.
Yeah. So I mean, twice. I just feel like, come on,
right?
There's got to be a Bloodborne 2. There is no other, unless it's like Demon Souls 2, which is not going to happen.
Right.
So From Software, like it's got to be Bloodborne 2. Right. So that looks really, really exciting. I mean, obviously we don't know if that's what it is, but come on.
Stay tuned for more.
Right. The next game I want to talk about is Absurd, and I don't even know where it came from. I'm literally just sitting there at the Game Awards, just watching, and the intro of this trailer is like this fantasy, like, the king is dead, like, blah, 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 fantasy style talking, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden, like, it just gets nuts. I actually can't even repeat the things that they say because I don't want to get demonetized, but this is the funniest trailer. It's a VR game. It makes me want to get VR. It looks insane. I don't even know how to explain it.
It's like...
It's from the creators of Rick and Morty.
Right, so think
that's probably important to say.
right, because you immediately you can tell it's them. Just from the choice of language and dialogue. But it's think of any like the VR surgeon games. Think of
Vacation Simulator, which also was just announced. There's another one, like the Office Simulator one. But yeah, those simulator games where you see your hands and you're doing things, like there's a restaurant simulator, things like that.
Right, but the craziness of the craziness and improv of Rick and Morty with the game, it's absurd, but it's hysterical.
Yeah, check it out. If I get a chance, I'll make a video of all these trailers that we're really excited for. Maybe even do trailer impressions. I do really like doing that. So we'll post it. It's nuts. Moving along, let's talk about this one. You're really excited for that. A lot of people are excited for that.
Right. Fortnite, the new 50 versus 50 multiplayer.
I'm just gonna call out BLR Gamer, Vanquish Gamer, and Elizabeth Kate, Scarlet EK. I know you guys are pumped for this just because Fortnite is huge right now. It's doing very, very well, and yeah, this 50v50 thing looks nuts.
It looks intense. I mean, it brings me back to. I mean, it kind of brings me back to the Valor days, the good old large-scale combat.
Yeah.
And so those of you who don't know, Fortnite, third-person shooter.
Basically, basically, I hate to say things like this, but it's pretty much a PUBG clone. I mean, like 100%, like a PUBG clone. Aside from the fact you can build things, which is cool, but it's a PUBG clone. It's battleground. It's a battlegrounds game.
Yeah,
so.
and it's fun, and like the arena shrinks as you go along, and so
like PUBG.
Yeah.
Also, for those that like PUBG, there's a new PUBG map announced. That was really, really exciting for a lot of people. It's not exciting for us because we don't play PC and we don't own Xboxes, so we don't really care.
Right. But so this is our kind of taste of that.
Right.
But yeah, it's cool because normally you can play in a team up to 4 players, and then as the environment gets smaller, things heat up because you're forced against the people you're fighting against. Well, now you have 2 massive 50 v 50 scale game, all of you being forced together, and the trailer looks awesome. I don't ever see a scenario where it's going to happen.
Yeah. They built up giant forts on one side and the other side. I don't think it's going to happen.
The one team runs up, and as they come at the top of this hill, they just see this massive fortress, and you're like, oh snap! And then they just happen to build one like that, and I'm like, and then the poor dude running for cover, taken out.
No, yeah. It looks good. It looks good. I think adding in game modes like that are really exciting because for me, that game was getting quite dull. I'm like, you win a couple times and like it's fun, and then you're just kind of like, I don't know. For me, it's just kind of like, okay, I think I'm done. But like the 50v50, it's just like more exciting. Right. And these games like Fortnite or PUBG or Paladins or Overwatch or Paragon, they have to consistently make us interested because that's their business model, right? They have to keep us buying things, or at least keep us playing. Right. And so, adding in brand new game modes I think is important. So I'm excited to see what that's like, what it's actually going to play out like. Cool. We only have 2 more, so let's just jump right into them. This next one is, God, impressive as hell. I don't even know how to explain without you guys watching it. Valley of the Gods is what it's called, and it's gorgeous. This is a Campo Santo game, same guys that made Firewatch. So they won last year a couple of awards, and it just looks incredible. It's basically what the premise as of right now that we know is, again, it's a Campo Santo game, which, there's 2 people that we're seeing so far, just like Firewatch. There are 2 characters that we've seen, and it's a lot of them interacting. And it looks like 2 black women who are, like, navigating these, like, Egyptian tombs or these Egyptian, maybe not tombs, but these Egyptian landscapes. I don't know.
I mean, quick history lesson. There is an actual Valley of the Kings where they buried pharaohs, so it could be a cool spin on that.
Yeah. It looks really good. Jeff Keighley, the guy that created the Game Awards, he kept talking about how impressed he was by where games are going, and that this game was a lot of that. So I'm interested if he knows something that we don't in terms of the gameplay. I mean, it looks incredible. I mean, just the graphics are very Pixar, like almost Overwatch quality.
And the movement of the characters is so fluid.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. So the animation, the artwork is spot on. And so when I get to hear the actual characters talking to each other and seeing the gameplay, I'm really excited for that.
Right, because there's no dialogue in the
trailer. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll dive into that later, like maybe when we know more about it. But this next one is the thing that I think everyone was excited for. There were a lot of people that came to the Game Awards, and the ones that they mentioned the most, literally, they advertised this so much, was Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and Norman Reedus. Yeah, and God, it was obvious. I mean, it was cool. First of all, Guillermo del Toro did come out and talk about his new movie, and that was with Kojima, and they were really excited and really nice about that. And then at the end of the show, Jeff Keighley was like, oh, here's now the longest trailer we've ever had at the Game Awards, and it was this really long trailer of Death Stranding. Now, I don't want to actually dive that deep into Death Stranding. It's a long trailer. I think I'm going to compile the 3 trailers and just post it up just so you guys can see it if you guys don't know about Death Stranding. It's a new Kojima game, Kojima Productions, the guy that created Metal Gear. It looks incredible.
Fantastic.
We haven't seen any gameplay, but we have seen in-engine cutscenes, and it's just been really incredible and really interesting.
Absolutely beautiful. Gives me chills and goosebumps just watching this.
Oh yeah,
you can tell it's going to be a very immersive game.
Yeah, it's also nuts. It's nuts. What I'm excited for is when they show us gameplay, and what I'm assuming is they're going to show us this same style of cutscene, and then it's going to zoom in, and it's going to be you, the player.
Right.
And
Oh,
it's like,
yeah. Those beautiful transitions from cutscene to gameplay.
Like Uncharted and Horizon Zero Dawn. They're both like that. Gorgeous cutscenes that take place inside of the game, in the game's engine. And I think it's going to stay like that.
The camera angle kind of zooms in and resets, and then that's when you know, oh, it's game time.
So I can't imagine what the gameplay is going to be like, honestly, because right now it doesn't look like you can do anything. It looks like you just die, right? like, and not like a Dark Souls die. I mean, just what is happening? What is
that's the best. Like I can't. The thing I'm most excited about to see what this game is actually about. Yeah. Because you know how the whole PT fiasco failed. Yeah.
And there were so many during the Game Awards. There were so many rips at EA, and we can talk about that another time too. But there's Norman Reedus and Kojima came out, and they were like, "We're so excited to work on this game, and nothing's going to stop us this time." So that was crazy. But thanks so much, guys. We're going to have more videos like this. Hopefully, this actually recorded the whole video. I just recognize this might be kind of long, but I hope you enjoy it. We're enjoying being here, and tonight is going to be the start of PSX, and right after that, we're going to go ahead and do a video and talk to you guys about what we saw, what we experienced, and we'll talk to you guys soon. So I'll see you guys online. Hit me up on Discord. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram or Snapchat or any of those things, I've been like taking pictures and posting and stuff like that. Lots of conversation on the Discord. Links in the description. Other than that, I will see you online. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
See you guys.